Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a part 2 of the last video that I posted. I am currently cleaning and decluttering my overwhelmingly stress and anxiety filled office, which includes all of my clothes, my closet, dresser, my desk, all of that stuff. So if you guys did not see the very first video that I did of this, it was just a few days ago. I will have that linked above in the cards. Just go and click that. Also, I'll go ahead and put it in the description box if you want to go and check out the first part of that where I got rid of so much stuff in here. But today's focus is going to be on clearing out my clothing. So you guys know that for me, when I'm stressed and filled with so much anxiety, decluttering things really does seem to help me a lot. And I've decluttered everything on my desk. I'm going to tackle this dresser and my closet and go through everything, just kind of start chucking things here and there. I feel like with my personal stress and anxiety, if I can start to clear things out of my physical space, which is things that I can see, it definitely does help me clear out this space up here. So if you're in need of decluttering something or trying to get your life back by, getting rid of everything that stresses you out in your house, then follow along. I hope this gives you some information that will help you do that. And also, I wanted to get this done before I started my spring cleaning, just kind of give me a little jump start. So I won't keep you guys long this time. I know the last intro was very long. I'm a long-winded girly. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and start in the dresser. I'm just going to start going through things and kind of like I'm going to touch it. If it doesn't hit me right, then it's going. Also, I decided that I will bag all of this stuff up and I will take it to the little drop-off place that's right down the road and just chuck everything in that bin. That way it can go to somebody that needs it instead of me just throwing it out. I do not want to spend the time, the hassle, stress, and anxiety of taking it somewhere to sell it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started because I want to get right into this. That way, after I get everything decluttered and cleared out, I can start cleaning and then we'll be done in this room. So let's go. If you guys are feeling overwhelmed and anxious in your own space like I am, then it might be time for you to declutter. I know this is exactly what I needed to help me feel so much better about this room. What I'm going to do is start on this day by tackling my clothes. There were so many things in here I knew that I needed to get rid of. It's just so easy to go through each item and, ask yourself, does this bring me joy? And if not, it's time to let it go. And as I decluttered my closet, I not only felt like freeing up all the physical space, but it also helped me free up my mental space because I found myself not even wanting to come into this room, and I can't have that. I need all the space I can get in this house, and I needed to just make it work. So clearing out what no longer, served a purpose to me really has helped me reduce some anxiety and create a sense of calm in this room, which is what I was going for. But if you're going to do something like this, don't stop at your clothes. Just like I did, I went through the decor that I had stacked in here. I went through books, my bags, my purses, shoes, all of that stuff. And I really just identified what I needed to get out and what I really needed to keep, if that makes sense. So I feel like whether it's like your kitchen, your living room, your work area, your bedroom, anything like that, clearing out excess stuff can just have a huge, powerful impact on your mental well-being. I know that it desperately helped me. I desperately need it. I don't know how many times I'm going to say desperate, but I was desperate, y'all. So remember also, like, decluttering is a process. You can't always just go in and be like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter this whole entire bedroom today. It's a process, and it's so much easier to take it one step at a time and just be kind to yourself throughout the journey, because I was looking through all this stuff and I was like, what is wrong with you, girl? Like, why are you hanging on to this stuff? You're doing this to yourself. I'm a t-shirt girly. We all know that. And I don't wear all of these t-shirts. There's no reason for me to have all of this stuff in here. I know that I hold on to a lot of things because of sentimental value, and it's just a t-shirt. I have my memories. Like if it was races that I used to run or a gym that I used to belong to, I have those memories. I don't need to keep all of this stuff in these drawers because I don't have the space for it. So I hope this helps you guys. I loved doing this. It took me 2 days to get through this room, but it was definitely needed. I feel like one drawer of t-shirts is perfectly enough, and I'm not gonna make it go to 2 drawers ever again. I promise you guys. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna promise because sometimes I'm not able to keep those promises. But the amount of jeans that I got rid of is astounding. It's just astounding. I don't know why. I don't know. It was just so much stuff. And going through them and saying, okay, I'm never going to wear those again. Those don't fit. Stop hanging on to stuff because maybe one day, you know what I mean? Somebody right now could be using those. So it made me feel a lot better knowing that I can bag these up and I can take them and drop them off and, allow somebody else to have some use out of these jeans and the shirts and the sweaters and all the other good stuff that I had in here. So I wanted to keep one drawer just for jeans and then one drawer for my shorts. And that left me with one whole completely empty drawer. Okay, so out of these 2 drawers that were just full of jeans, they're now empty. There's nothing in either one. And after going through everything, these are the only jeans I'm keeping. There's 2 pair right there. Okay, and 5 pair right there. And then I have like 1 pair in the dirty clothes. So those are the only ones that I'm going to keep. I've got just some shorts, like little summer shorts and stuff. That's that whole pile. And then I found 1 more t-shirt that will go in there. But watch out. Come here, come here, come here. So are y'all ready? Watch out. And this is just those drawers. Look at this pile of stuff. So this is what I'm going to get rid of. And the only reason, like there's probably 20 pairs of jeans in here. The only reason that I'm not going to get rid of, well, I mean that I'm not going to like take them somewhere. Bub, sit. I cannot with you. So the only reason I'm not going to take those to like Uptown Cheapskate or something like that is because I know they don't take skinny jeans, and that's everything that's in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and bag these up, and then I'll take it to the little clothing drop-off box thing that's right down the street. But I feel like that is a really good start. But I'm going to go ahead and get everything that I am keeping back in the drawers, and then I'll show you what that looks like.
You only call me on the weekends when you're out and about, only chasing highs. You need me. He brings me flowers on a Tuesday. He gives me good loving, something that I never thought existed. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind now. The queen needs a king to be by her side. Love me
So I ended up having to put Bodhi out of the room because I had this entire floor full of so much stuff that there was no way that I could sit in here and declutter and go through this pile of crap and do all the things that I needed to do with him standing right over top of me. So I feel bad doing it, but I let him back in as soon as I got all that stuff out. So all of this stuff that was in the bottom of the closet, that box in particular, was a whole bunch of stuff that came from my previous job that I worked at like 3 years ago and that I've never gone through. Like, why is that in there? Please tell me why I've kept that stuff. I don't know why. But also just so much stuff. Like so much stuff. On top of the closet were all those games that you guys can see. Nobody will play games with me. I'm a huge game person. Ruben does not play games. He'll play cards. That's about it. So also a whole bunch of those are probably like 15, 20 some years old, and they just don't get played with. So those are going to get donated as well. I am going to keep a handful of those, just to have, like, if people come over, or I don't know, just in case, you always need a good game handy. So the clothes that were in there hanging up, I really didn't have to go through those because I went through them not too long ago, and I know pretty much everything in there. I wear that stuff. So I pretty much left that alone, and that's the same with the shoes. I wear pretty much everything that is up there on that door. So I didn't go through those either, but one thing I did have a plethora of, and I don't know why this is, I have probably 20 to 25 just like bags, like little duffel bags, little carry-on bags. Those are my glasses. I've been looking for my glasses for months, y'all, and they were in a little bag that I had taken on a camping trip that I never took out. So going through stuff like this, yes, it can be helpful because you can find things that have been missing for so long. But as I was looking through some of the stuff, I was like, oh, I have that, or oh, that's where that was. But to be honest with you, I haven't needed nor wanted any of those things for so long that to me, automatically, I was like, okay, I don't need it. I don't need to hang on to this stuff. I got rid of a bunch of those bags that I don't need. Where do I go? Tell me where I go that I need all this stuff. Nowhere. I don't go anywhere for this kind of mess. So what I did is I went through them. I got out anything that needed to go into the trash, and then I put them all like nested inside of each other as much as I could, and then I put all of those in my little carry-on suitcase. That way it's all packed in there and it's not taking up as much space as if I just left them all out. And I can see the bottom of my closet, and it feels so good to open up that door and not have all that stuff in there. So you see all of this mess that's in the floor. Most of this stuff is trash, and at first I felt bad. I was like, girl, gosh, look at what you're doing. Getting rid of all this stuff that at one point in time you paid money for. But it's okay. It's okay. It needed to be done. I have to keep this mindset of you don't have the space for this. You don't have the space for this. And I'm hoping that one day when we do move and we have a much bigger house, that I will keep this same mentality of trying to keep things decluttered and not bringing so much stuff into the house, not hanging on to stuff that I don't need. Like, there's a bag of suckers right there from last Easter that's like over a year old. Why? Why do I have suckers in there? It's like, I don't know. It's like an 8-year-old boy, like with a whole bunch of stuff just shoved in all of the crevices of his room. That's what I felt like. Also, I felt like I was going to buy the farm at any given moment trying to get up and off of that little step ladder. But I did find a couple of little pictures, like decor pictures that I forgot that I had, like the little Market Fresh. That'll be cute in the spring. I can keep that, and I can put that in the kitchen. So I'm glad that I found that. A few other things that I kept, like bigger pieces of decor, like that corn. Y'all, I'm surprised I didn't have rats in there. It's like decor corn, but I think it's real corn, if that makes any sense. So honestly, I ended up having to stop filming and go to the Dollar General to get me some more trash bags because I already went through our good ones and I knew Ruben was going to get on me for it. So I bought me some of these just big black cheap bags, and then of course I had to buy more garbage bags for the kitchen. But these came in really handy because I had so much stuff so much stuff. It's insane. There's a hand sander right there in that box that I bought new I think I was going to do that dresser with it at one point in time. Never even opened it. And I've had it for like 5 years. Riddle me that. I don't know. I really don't. The purses, I forgot that there were some of the purses in there that I had. I'm going to have to get with my mom and my sister and see if there's some that they want. Like these are all either Coach or there's a couple Michael Kors purses in there. And I'm not getting rid of those. Like I mentioned, that black one right there that I just picked up, that was the first one that Ruben ever bought me. I don't care if it's ragged and hanging by a thread. I will never get rid of that. That to me, that's just sentimental to me. But everything else, I was pretty good about talking myself off of the cliff of like, girl, you got to get rid of this. You don't need it. You do not need it. But what I did do is I found me a space for my little, what is that? What is that thing? Air fryer. That's it. In the last video, you guys heard me talk about I don't have anywhere to put this. I don't have a garage. I don't have a storage room. So when you have a house that's like on the smaller side like mine, you have to just make spaces for things. Now, is the closet where I keep my clothes in my office the best place for an air fryer? Probably not, but that's where it's going because that's where I had the space for it. This little credenza here, packed full of crap. If you guys remember the nursery that I did, I kept all of those little pieces of the wallpaper just in case I needed it. Girl, I ain't gonna need that. Why? And why did I have glue in there? I don't know. But I got rid of so much stuff in there. And the one thing that I wish this credenza had, or all 3 doors opened, because it's so hard to get stuff in and out of there or to even see what you have in there. Like this little Ray Dunn spatulas, the Christmas ones, a sweet follower of mine, Malia, she sent those to me. I'll never get rid of those. There's a box to my iPad. Don't need it. I did find a charger in there, which is great because those are nice chargers. So I took that out and got rid of the boxes. Everything in there pretty much, could go to the trash. And I felt so good getting that stuff out of there. So that left me with a little bit of room to keep some of my bigger decor pieces. Obviously, I don't have anywhere else to put it. And then on the bottom, I put like a whole bunch of my YouTube stuff, like extra mics that I had, little stands for my iPad, things like that I needed, that I just didn't want sitting on my desk, like taking over and cluttering the whole thing. So that gave me an area to put some of that stuff in there. And it just felt so good. It looks so much better. You guys are going to, I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to not be able to believe it when I show you all of the bags of stuff that has come out of this room. It is insane. It's insane. And when I sat back and looked at it all, I was like, oh, that makes me feel good. It just made me feel so much better seeing all of that stuff just in bags ready to leave this room. So once I was done doing the actual decluttering and things like that and getting everything bagged up and out of the room, I was able to go ahead and clean it, just wipe everything down and vacuum, put things where I wanted them to go. And I can't tell you the immediate change of like a mindset and attitude that I got once I was finished with everything. Like before I hit record on doing like the afters, like the after shots to show you guys, I just walked in here and I felt the biggest relief, like all of that stress just off of my shoulders from just walking into this room, because every time I would be so overwhelmed. Again, like I mentioned, I didn't even want to come in here. And I do so much in here, or I need to, especially in this area right here. I edit all my stuff, do all my research, do everything right here. And feeling all of that mess and clutter behind me and around me when I sit here at this desk and try to do things is just, it's so much. I don't know how to explain it to other people that don't really feel overwhelmed by clutter or stressed out about things like that. You guys know, you've been around long enough. I have enough things in my life that cause me stress and anxiety. I don't need my own clutter to do that to me. Does that make sense? So I felt so good being able to just wipe everything down and everything be nice and clean. Also, that little lamp, if you remember me talking about wanting to get like a floor lamp in here as I was cleaning out the closet, I found that little desk lamp and I was like, well, why is it in there? Why am I not using it? Bodhi thought that it was playtime being in the floor, and apparently it was not, and I had to put him out again. But I was like, well, I can use that now. I don't even have to go spend any money. I'm just going to reuse something that I already had, which is another good thing about going through some stuff. You will find things that you could use again. But it just feels so good in here. I cannot even begin to tell you how it just, oh, it feels good. So I went ahead and wiped everything down. I got the vacuum out. I got the floors vacuumed up. I got a spare little wax warmer and put that in here. That way it smells good in here too. And honestly, you guys, like now I can just leave the door open to this room. And if anybody's over here, that's okay. You can see in there because it's clean. And I'm going to do my very, very best to keep it this way. So here is the final look. I decided to keep Bodhi's other dog bed in here. That way, if I'm in here editing, working, or what have you, and he needs to be in here with me, he's got somewhere to lay. Look at this closet, y'all. You can see the bottom of it. I got my little boots down there, my little house shoes, all those little bags that I needed to keep. Those totes have a little bit of decor and, some of the boys' stuff. I was able to utilize this top shelf and keep all the things that I need to keep, and it's not sitting out in the way. And this little credenza, I mentioned before that I kept some of my bigger pieces of decor and then a whole bunch of office stuff down there. These drawers look so much better. I've got one drawer full of jeans, and then I've got one drawer with my shorts and things in it, and then one drawer of t-shirts. One was completely cleaned out and it's open and available. And the two little drawers up top really just had some workout clothes and my bathing suits in them. And I went through those as well and got rid of anything that doesn't fit or no longer serves me any purpose. And I love that for me. So I really do hope that this gets you motivated to get into a room of yours or any kind of area that is really getting to you, overwhelming you with clutter, and get it clean. Take a page from my book and just get in there and do it. I've been putting this off for so long. I'm so glad that it's done now. I'm so glad that you guys came to, spend some time with me and hopefully get motivated. But I got to go. I'm tired. But I love y'all and I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one.